Look at Cabello.
Dot, dot. Look like Jesus now with the back.
Ooh, we're in. Ooh.
Lois, go to YouTube. Yagada, go to YouTube. Guys, come on, guys. Mika, go to YouTube. Roselle, Pinar, go to YouTube.
Like you're directing them. Come this way.
This way.
This way.
I made it.
Hello,
Guys.
everybody. Good evening. We are live
It's okay.
once again.
Junior,
Junior, we cannot see ourselves.
We're back. I'll put you guys back on now.
Marie, go to
Yo, everybody!
Hey, we're
sir.
excited for
We have the full
tonight.
crew here.
Yeah,
It's not an all girls and all guys.
exactly. I am representing the girls. Look at Bing.
guys. This is
We
the
got a
joke, guys.
mix here.
This is a boy band, but the joke is we have a girl.
You don't know that. Maybe I'm a boy.
Ooh.
And we have our special guest on the other side there. We got Mr. Dilly.
Woo!
Yeah, you see, Dylan, people are really happy that you are. When I say Bianca, she's happy that you're back.
Let me
Yes.
check in the comments. Hello, Bianca, and hello,
the
everyone.
Guys, please share the link with your friends on Instagram to bring
Yes,
them here,
please.
guys.
Before we start, can you all go and share this video on your social media? We're gonna keep
Guys.
reminding you guys to go, and also you gotta leave a like and or subscribe to the base channel if you have not.
Yes,
Please.
You guys leave a like.
comment,
We
guys.
will
We love your
post
questions.
on your Instagram comment on your Instagram photos.
There you go.
Yes.
So listen, guys, just for us to set the tone here, we need to give some time when Dylan is speaking. He has a bit of a delay, so
Okay.
so
I'm sorry.
otherwise we're gonna have some overlapping. But we're so happy that we have Dylan with us tonight. Whoop whoop.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way from Cape Town.
Go to you.
I'm a regional cast member. I just
Exactly.
came
Or
back from last
OG.
episode. You know,
Dylan.
like that. You know, like that character in the series that you thought died and comes back in the last episode.
You're Michael. You're Michael. You're Michael. You came back for the wedding
Michael from where? Which
from the
movie?
office.
Oh, The Office. Look at this guy with The Office
You
references
came
now.
back for the wedding.
Guys, you need to watch a series on Netflix called Dark. It's
That's what
too
she
good.
said.
Too good.
Ah,
If you guys don't
Dylan.
watch it- if
It's
you
just
guys
a
don't
phase
watch
in your life, Dylan, because I told you to watch that like 5 years
know.
ago when the first season
was
started.
unbelievable.
You well,
Dark is hype now. It's like
yeah, it's just hype.
It's so
But
good.
it is good. It's really good.
awesome. I'm gonna watch it. I've not watched it yet.
Look at here, guys. We have an upgrade. Just Clarissa
Guys.
just put it here. Danny's behind the table.
I made it to first class. I got my
Eh.
first my golden ticket.
All right, let's start it in the traditional way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So let's introduce ourselves to everybody that's watching and that doesn't know us. Maybe there is someone. Up to now, I think I know everybody that's connected, but who cares? I'm gonna introduce myself. Hi, my name is Junior. I'm your host here. And it's really good to be with you guys.
loud.
It's really good to be in this podcast once again. And yeah, I hope you have fun with us tonight. And you guys?
Cool. My name is Sam. I am from Brazil.
Brazil.
And yeah, I'm happy to be on this podcast again with everyone. Just good. It's been like, what, 2 episodes? Yeah.
That's true.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel. I made it, guys. Waiting for this moment to shine. I'm from South Africa. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Okay, good. My name is Lise. I am married to an American and I'm a Brazilian. Working with YWAM for a while now. I'm a missionary kid. I love South Africa. Love South Africa. Want to live here forever. Amen.
Yay. On the left side from Liz, there's a guy there. That's me. I'm too dark to be seen on screen. I see that. Anywho, the name of the guy is Cabello Colin, South African, Sotho speaking person. And yeah, been in YWAM since last year, and it's been a cool ride until thus far. What's up?
Dylan.
Oh yeah, my God, I forgot how to do this. Um, hey guys, everyone watching, my name is Dylan Ethan Brooks. Yes, aka Dylan, aka Dylan the Ethan, aka Man versus Wild. Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, on YouTube with everybody, and yeah, for this episode, I miss this space. I miss all these faces. It's good to
Aw.
be back. Thank you for the opportunity, Junior, the I just say the producer of the show. Yeah, thank you, Junior.
Here you go, man. It's good to have you back with us. So good. All right, guys. We're so happy that we can have one more episode. If you are not aware, we're still in lockdown. We're still living this corona life.
Living the dream.
And but things are, there's good things that came through this whole pandemic, right?
That's
It's
true.
my mic better for you guys now?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
better.
So there are good things that came out of this corona phase. The podcast is one of them. It's something that was in my heart for such a long time, and I saw the opportunity during this pandemic. I saw the opportunity to really make it happen in this time, and then these guys joined in, and we made it happen. And this is episode 10,
Yo.
and the theme of today is Throwback Tuesday.
Hey.
I know that's not a thing. Usually it's Throwback Thursday.
It is now.
But who cares?
Yeah.
We're gonna do Throwback. And why? Because tonight we're gonna be talking about all the other episodes. This is episode number 10. Actually, unofficially, it's episode 11.
I was gonna whisper
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. But in this episode we're gonna throwback. We're gonna go all the way to episode 1, episode 0, all the episodes, and we're gonna talk about the funny moments, interesting moments, things that really marked us and that we enjoyed on those episodes. And I hope you guys also will enjoy it. Please be active on the comments. We need you there. We need you to write what were your favorite moments, name them, write them down. Will be really cool to have you guys participating. All right. Are we all ready? Put on your seatbelts and let's go.
Look at this. People are really excited for Dylan. Dylan, you were like a famous person. People are like, Dylan, you're back. Dylan. Oh.
It's been a while, guys.
Nicole is here. Hey.
Hey, Nicole. We saw you on the gram.
Yes. You were in quarantine. If you don't know, Nicole was doing vlogs in quarantine. So go check her YouTube channel. Her link
Yeah.
is on.
Was that?
No.
All right. So we're gonna start. Talking about some of the stuff. So, like I said, we're gonna start from the beginning,
Yes.
or actually before the beginning,
Genesis
because
1.
when we started this podcast, I don't know how many of you guys were there, but we had one pilot episode or episode
Yes.
0.
If you
Was
were
our-
there, lift up your hands there in the comments.
Yes, please. If you were there, let me know. That episode didn't happen here. It wasn't on YouTube. It was
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was on Instagram Live, and we did a full episode in there. The theme of that episode, what was the theme again?
It was is this the end of the world?
Is the end
Of the world
as we know
it. And we did an episode just talking about the pandemic, how it affected us,
Corona.
lockdown, and the promises that we made and we broke, the lifestyle that we wanted to change and we did not. It was a super, super cool
Oh, man.
episode to do.
It was.
I
It
enjoyed
was.
it. And it was episode 0. And you guys know what? If you did not watch that episode, you're not going to watch
I'm
it.
sorry.
You're just going to hear our stories tonight because we don't have it. It was on Instagram Live, and Instagram deletes the live after 24 hours. And yeah, we lost it. We didn't have it recorded anywhere. And that was it.
I kind of want to see if you did watch it. Oh, Clarissa is here. If you did watch it, just put your hands up in the
High five.
comments.
It's
Yes.
pretty hard to remember if you weren't a part of it. But
Yeah, because it was the really beginning. So Clarissa was there. Oh,
was
Clarissa,
on
you
the
were like an
YouTube.
OG with us.
Yeah, one thing that I think was really important in that episode, that I don't know if we did it on episode 2, but on that episode we started talking about what we expect from this podcast. And I think it's
That's
always
true.
good to repeat that,
That's so true, Junior.
so people can catch up with us. I know there's people that they watch this afterwards, not live. And it's important to know that even though like we are doing this as YWAM Booster, but this is it's a chillax
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about many things, and we will talk about the Bible and Jesus. We're gonna talk about missions and stuff, but we will always do that in a chill way.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
want you guys to have at least an hour where you can laugh, where you can just sit down, have your dinner watching us, or doing whatever and watching us and have fun.
Yeah.
And that's the main purpose of this podcast. Sometimes we will get serious, and it's normal, and we will do that, but usually you're gonna hear some nonsense stuff here, so please forgive us if you don't like nonsense. But yeah, that's who we are. We're mostly nonsense, I guess. But we
We're
love
mostly
Jesus with
nonsense.
all our hearts, and we are
2020, we are mostly nonsense.
we're mostly nonsense. But we want to share the light of Jesus with the whole world, and we want to do
Amen.
that in a joyful way,
Yes.
laughing,
Yes.
and being joyful and
Very
sharing
lighted
that joy
way.
with the
Joy
world.
of the Lord's our strength. Hallelujah. That's as much as preaching we're gonna do here.
Put in the context.
I have a
XPCC.
chance to-
So tell me, is there I know Lise has some stuff. Do you or someone mentioned something about the episode 0 there? What was
It
what was
was
in the lockdown that we
no. I think Burger just brought here in the comments.
yeah?
And one part of it is that like least fail in all her goals. So I think that was a fun thing to bring, because I don't think like we all were speaking about it. How vulnerable we are. We have like those amazing plans, and then boom, 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 those things just hit us, and then we're all going down. And the podcast was really like something light in our week. Even Bianca keeps saying in the comments, if you can read it here throughout the week, she was like, I know it's another week because it's Tuesday and you guys are in the podcast, and it's my favorite part of the week. So that was really dope.
I remember that by that time I was running.
Yeah.
And I was running every morning.
You once did that.
And I was running every morning. I was enjoying it.
Was
I
that-
enjoyed it until it last.
That was like level 4 of lockdown, right?
Yeah, it was the most.
Yeah,
That's-
it was
that was-
when it
That was
was
hectic.
only when you could run like from 6 to 9 or
Yeah,
something.
that's tough.
Big hours, yeah.
And you know what? At some stage, I just got really fed up with it. I was like, I had enough. I'm not running anymore. That's it. And I stopped.
That's right.
And I failed. So basically, we talked a lot about those stuff, the promises that we made on those.
Corona resolution.
But there are things that we feel proud of ourselves during the lockdown, right? That you have
course.
improved and you have learned. I know I have learned. Like I said in the beginning, the podcast is something new, and it's something that was birthed out of the
That one episode,
the
I
lockdown.
guess,
Yeah,
That's true.
and that's how everything started. So I'm thankful
Me
Yeah.
too.
for the
I-
lockdown.
I have to be honest. This is not the only one who failed at her goals.
What were your goals that you failed?
I think one that I can remember that right now is, I think I mentioned the garden, if I'm correct.
Oh yes, the garden.
And as the furthest I got with that garden was digging the hole.
I see. It's so cute. It's already.
It's still there. I'm just like, the seeds, I just need to put them down there.
So you guys did not never started that garden.
It's
I remember you
ready.
guys put it on Instagram and
so I see
It's
cemetery
okay.
in Spain everywhere.
I go there
Wow.
often and I just throw compost in. But it's,
So it was
no
all for show.
seeds. It's just
Do you
a
know?
hole.
Do you know who didn't fail? It was Clarissa. Clarissa is walking every single day with the dog.
Yes.
Every single
She
day
was in
around
the
the
comments
base.
there. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
Oh, well
Stella.
done. Oh yeah, I remember when she said, "I'm
Yep.
walking
Yeah.
every day." Well done, Clarissa.
Congratulations.
Proud of you.
Consistency.
Good job, Clarissa.
Dylan, do you remember anything from that episode that was cool for you?
That was so long ago. That felt like it was 5 months ago, bro. Like,
It was super long.
I don't remember.
I remember the fear that I had that Instagram would cancel our account at any moment because
that's
we were
true.
doing a live with other equipment
Yeah.
than the cell phone. I had so much fear in
We're
my
using
heart.
that hack.
Yeah, we kind of hacked, but we're legal now.
I remember.
We shouldn't say that live.
I know. I don't think
But
we should.
anyway,
I remember that we created a podcast Instagram page
Yeah,
just to test
to
out,
test out the.
and then they shut us down for the music.
oh yes, oh you see,
Okay, maybe we should just stop.
yeah, life.
So, Instagram just needs to chill with its spine on us.
Yeah, man, and they don't allow you to do any kind of live stream that's not with a cell phone. You can't use any third party equipment. It must be just a cell phone. So that's why we were so afraid. But anyway, we're on YouTube now. We're legal. It's good.
Hey,
Eagles.
and at least our episodes get saved, so it's a higher benefit there.
All right, I think among us here, the coolest list that we have is Liz. She has a list of highlights. So why don't you take us through that your list of highlights, Liz? Let's
Okay.
see them.
So, one of my favorite moments, it was in the culture talk, when we had a bunch of people from different countries, different cultures, and I'm gonna put Sam in a spot here. He's gonna talk about when Burger had to change his name in Philippines. That was one of my highlights.
Oh yeah, okay, Burger. So we went to the Philippines for outreach. Just a recap on this, if you didn't watch. And in the Philippines, people already they struggle to say your names because they have their different dialects, the accent that comes with the way they say stuff. So my name wouldn't just be Samuel, it'd be like Samuel with a little pull.
Samuel.
Or Cabello be Cabello. It wouldn't be the way it's
Yeah.
you're used to having it, and they struggle to say the G and the U together. So when you would say burger, it'd be booga, 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 which sounds like booger, booga. And just the fact that when Burger would say his name, people would be like, they would look at him like as if he was joking, and that's his name. So he decided to change his name to Steve.
For a whole month, right?
Yeah, it was for a very long time. I think the whole time that we were there. Eventually, towards the end, he was Steve, and then we told the kids when we built a relationship with him that his name was actually Burger, and it was the laughing thing of the team. It was super funny. But the thing was, we had name tags because we were running these kids conferences, and on his name tag was Steve, and we called him Burger. So that's just the
So
funniest
confusing.
Yeah, I still have pictures of him like with kids, and his name tag says Steve.
So good. Culture Talk. It was our episode 2, 3.
I think 4.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll check it now. But anyway, it was 2 episodes. We did part 1 and part 2,
Yes.
and it's by far the longest episodes we have.
Yeah.
The first one it's an hour and 30 minutes something, and the second one is 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Yo.
I think.
And I
It's
think
like
it was the most watched,
forever.
right?
I remember Lucy last week. She mentioned, "Oh yeah, I watched that one, but after 1 hour, I went sleep because I was like, these guys are not stopping."
We're having so much fun. I think the whole setup was super nice though.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
cozy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we had everybody on the
chair,
couch.
yeah.
Yeah, it
All the
was.
staff dorm stuff.
It's true. It was so good.
It was so cool.
So if you haven't watched it, go back. We have a full playlist on our YouTube channel
yeah.
that has all the episodes there, so you can watch it. So it was
Particularly-
episode 3, 2, and 3. Yeah, Culture Talk.
Yeah, leave a like and leave a comment.
Yes.
And share.
Yeah. So I have here someone mentioned also about Culture Talk, about the beautiful girls in Burundi. How was it, Cabello?
Mm.
It was a highlight for you.
No, it wasn't me. I just enjoyed it, but it wasn't me.
I think
It was Liz.
No, it wasn't me.
Who was it?
it was me. It was me.
No, man. I
It was
would've-
Dylan. It was
it was-
Dylan.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Dylan, see it.
Oh.
I just found it super funny that because like throughout the whole all the episodes we had, it would be like us speaking, but then in the comment section it'd also be like people having their own discussions, which is so cool. And I think Joshua joined us for one episode, Joshua Mumu, and he said that in Burundi, like it's a cultural thing that if there's a beautiful like woman, you call her a cow, and or I don't
Yeah.
know, something like that. And that was just so funny because it's so offensive in other countries to call a woman a cow. But like there, it's like it's appropriate and it's actually like a sexy thing, I guess. But it was just so funny.
I remember that Sinead was also there, and then he wrote to her, "You are a beautiful cow, Sinead."
Yeah.
Yo.
Nobody was expecting that one.
If you guys didn't hear that, we're not saying that you should call women cows. We just
Yes, please.
go to Burundi and then
Then you will understand. In Burundi,
In
beautiful
Burundi,
women
yes. in
are
Burundi.
cows, or are called cows. Yeah,
That's-
it's not offensive, please.
Are you trying to flirt with him? Hey.
Yeah, Lorena is pointing that in the cultural talk we basically talked about food. We
That's
were
true.
just
I
discussing
was
this,
about to mention
that
Yeah.
we might just want to do an episode only on food,
That's true.
and maybe for that one we should call Anderson to be
Ooh,
part of it, because Anderson, he is a skinny guy with a fat soul. He has a huge soul. He thinks food 24/7. He cooks the whole time, so I think it would be good for him to be part of it. Hey,
Speaking-
welcome, Gabriel. Gabriel.
Hey, Gabriel,
I don't know if you guys
welcome.
remember Gabriel. Do you guys remember him? He was here with his wife some time ago. Actually, I think they met here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a
Credits to Iwan Booster.
he's a jujitsu teacher, and he
Hey.
came served with us in the ministries.
Oh, I remember. With,
Yeah.
Dreadlocks, right? No, not
They
him.
have a- they
he's
have
like
a-
super tall, right? He lived
Yeah.
in Ikaya, and
Yeah.
his wife is like blonde and like kind
Yes,
petite.
Kelly. I
Oh,
think
Kelly,
it's Kelly.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's
Welcome,
that,
guys.
Gabriel?
It's good to have you guys with us.
And they had a kid. And it's
Yes.
cutest
Hey.
kid ever.
Was
Congratulations.
that baby made in Africa? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
made
yeah.
in Africa?
There is this
Awesome.
there is this room in Ikaya that every single couple that stay there, they have a baby. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. That's true.
Ikaya Lobom is fruitful.
It's the room now that Auntie Katy is on it, but of course she's
Praise God.
Hey.
couples don't go into that room if you don't want
Don't go into the room with another girl.
Yeah. So
Or
in the culture talk, was so good to hear also like all the different perspectives that we had, of and I remember Liz mentioned about Jen. And
yeah. But Jen is, if you don't know, Jen is a vegan and she's from United States. And people kept asking in the comments about what type of meat there's in
Beef
United
jerky.
States. What is a beef jerky? So like people were just like putting those questions on purpose, and we could see that she wanted to be, because she's the kindest. She wanted to be kind and reply and respond, but at the same time, she was like struggling internally with herself.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
You guys sometimes you picky on those.
That's amazing.
those
Please keep
comments,
doing that, and please also comment here. What was your highlight from this season, from this place?
You see,
Listen.
Lorena is teasing me because I said that Anderson is skinny.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, yes.
Yeah. If you have
Cool. What else do you have on your list there, Liz?
I also have. Let me just check here. Ooh, that's about you, Junior. It's when Lorena, we had like who ran the world. So the girls episode, and Lorena was here, and she was talking that Junior was like super popular among the girls in the
Mhm.
church, and Junior just wrote down in the comments like, "Hey, I'm a shy guy." He's not even looking at the camera right now. And like
One of the comments he said it was that, remember, this will be done on the internet forever.
in the internet forever.
Yeah.
And Lorena was like, "Yeah, sure, you're shy." And he was like, "The girls," Junior was like, "The girls in the church were approaching me because I was a worship leader." And Lorena, "Yeah, sure." So it was nice because Junior wasn't actually here.
Thank God. That was so awkward.
And
Oh Lord.
guys, please just go check that out because it's on internet forever.
Do you
now.
guys know a show from Comedy Central that's called The Roast of Someone? Like
Yeah.
that was the roast of Junior.
Lorena, let us know in the comments. It was like part 1 or part 2 when Junior was exposed like this.
I think it was part 1.
that was part one. Yeah. That's too good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Kelvin
too
also
much.
had his own roast shortly after that.
Yo,
I think
Calvin.
all the guys except I don't know if they roasted Brian, but
No,
Brian
we
was never
didn't.
roasted.
No, yeah.
Brian wouldn't even care though.
But Clarice is saying that it was in part 1.
Yeah, it was.
It's their fault.
Clarissa is a fan. She knows everything. It's like she's our encyclopedia.
Clarissa, what is
here.
your favorite thing about the episodes?
Yes. Tell
Let
us,
us know,
Clarissa,
guys.
what's your favorite part of this? Your highlights from the
Clarissa
podcast.
should design our merch. When we get merch,
Hey.
Clarissa should design our merch. Yeah.
Look
It's
at that.
true, Clarissa, so talented, man.
That's true.
Do
Yeah,
we have
and-
a name for podcast? Or is it just like podcast on
Yeah, we're very original. The name is Live Podcast.
That's the best.
Simple, but the best.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Kevin-
can come up with a name at some stage.
No Name Pick and Pay podcast?
No name, pick and pay.
You know those products that you find in Checkers and Pick and Pay that they're Pick and Pay products or
Uh-huh.
Checkers products?
Morning.
So ours is just podcast.
Yeah.
So what is the name of your podcast? It's podcast.
Yeah.
To be honest, those products are like the cheapest and the best.
Honestly, that's so true.
So our podcast is the best.
Sam, come a
Convincing
bit closer
yourself.
to your microphone.
And the cheapest also.
Can I say something? This has nothing to do with the subject, but this week I was discussing with Lorena. I think it was on Sunday, maybe. She can correct me if I'm wrong. She made this pasta, and then I ate it, and then I was like, "Yo, this pasta is so good." I was like, "No, really? Like the pasta itself,
Uh-huh.
it's so good." And then she came and she said, "Yeah, you know why?" I was like, "No," and she said, "Yeah, it's from Woolworths."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh no, Woolworths! I can't forgive you." It's like everything from Woolworths
That's
It's
true.
tastes
High
better.
It's
But you
here.
know what?
It's super expensive.
No,
but
no.
it's
Let me
much
tell
better.
you, the pasta is not. They have this sale like 5 pastas for 40 rand.
I
That's why
I heard it.
Brian
No, I
and
heard 5 for 100 or something like that.
Sorry,
5 for
yes,
40
yes,
is
yes.
super
No,
cheap.
no. 5. No,
5
no,
for
no.
40, that's better than Checkers, man.
No. No,
Better
no.
than
4 for
ShopRite.
50. Sorry,
ShopRite.
4 for 50.
4 for
4
50.
for 50. Yes, that's
Yo,
it.
but
So-
their pasta is good.
So you can choose any pasta. Brian and I will always buy there because the pasta is the best pasta ever.
I was like, man, why have we been eating all the other pastas? If this pasta is so good, we
The
save money.
linguine.
We buy Woolworths pasta. This is free advert for
Yeah.
Woolworths.
So I think we need
Woolworths.
to change our fasting
Sponsor us.
policy.
Woolworths and New Wave sponsor us.
Let's go back to the theme. So we have okay, this one-
Wait.
Yeah,
Before
go.
we go there, because we just might go randomly and everything through other episodes. I'd like
Go
to
ahead, my
just
boy.
mention that the girls episode,
Yes.
they really do run the world. I was listening into the challenges that they face into the missionary world as well, and how they are still standing, and also how they are also stepping out. Like I remember people saying like, now I'm in a leadership position, and for me back then I wouldn't see myself in a leadership position. So kudos.
Aw,
Ladies,
that's so
he's
nice to
single,
hear.
guys. Ladies,
No,
he's
it
single.
actually was for me was one of the highlights of the whole season was to have the 2 episodes with the girls. When I was listening to it, I was at home, so I was just watching it. And when I was listening, I was like, "Oh, it feels like we've grown, like we're talking adult now."
Oh,
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Wow, look at us right now." So it was
Aw.
amazing, and
That was
all
good.
you girls, you did awesome job.
Definitely shout out
Yeah,
to the
Lorena.
ladies.
thank you, Lorena.
Lucy.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Lucy.
I'm
Lucy gave us a pearl in that episode when she roasted Calvin. Okay,
It wasn't a roast, but
no, it wasn't a
it
roast.
came out as a roast.
And she did explain later. It wasn't like that. I don't remember. If Lucy is here, Lucy, please just give a shout out. It's not that she rejected or anything like
I
that.
remember.
Mhm.
Do you remember? What did she say?
So she said that when Calvin proposed, she didn't say yes right away. She
Oh,
said she
yeah.
had to go pray about it.
Yeah.
And so when we were here, we were like, wait, what? You said it. Actually, the conversation went on a little bit, and then they came back to it, and they said, you said no. The first-
And then
Yeah,
someone,
I had to go
someone,
pray.
someone put on the comments, Lucy's savage.
Yeah, and she was going viral with the hashtag savage. And she was like, I don't want to be known as a savage woman. But she wasn't. She was the kindest. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mark is here. Mark from Switzerland.
Wow, Mark Mettler.
Hey!
Mark
Mark.
Mark,
Mark was actually in the Philippines with us when
Mark.
we didn't call Burger. We called him Steven.
Oh, the whole burger story,
Yeah.
he was there?
Mark
Oh.
knows it.
Mark
Very
also
cool.
ate the egg, right?
Mark was the first one to eat balut. He ate it before me, actually. Yeah, the
The raw
Filipino-
egg.
It's not raw, but it's boiled. It's a duck fetus, so you can see the duck. Yeah, comment down below, Mark. How was your eating balut experience?
Yes, please, we want to know. That's awesome. Send greetings to your family. I know their family are now in Netherlands. They're visiting Lydia, so that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Part of the family.
I think I've seen some photos.
Yeah, on Instagram.
You guys
So
are lucky you
cool.
can travel.
Yeah, it's true. You guys kind of have a normal life. We miss that.
I know.
Must be good.
Yeah.
All right. So the one someone said this, but I totally agree. It was one of my favorite moments. Was when we were having the missionary talk. Dylan, do you remember this one? We were having the missionary talk and things that you don't hear on the testimonies. And then we had Wei Jen talking about her outreach experience. And then she was talking about her testimony with the nuns in Nepal, I think. And
It was in Malaysia, a
in
convent.
Malaysia, yeah.
She was staying in a
They were sleeping yeah.
The
Do
one
you-
that Samuel in the picture that he took. Do you guys remember that one?
Oh,
Oh, the picture with the pants.
Oh,
And
yeah. Was that same episode?
that was the
So,
same.
I remember that what was Wei Jin's story again?
That she was taking care of a baby, and she was holding the baby, and the baby fell asleep, and I think either peed or pooped on her completely. I think it peed her, and so everything that she was wearing got wet with baby pee, so or just pee, and then she had to put everything to wash, and then when she went to go get her clothes off the line, the only clothes that she had for that day were stolen off the line, and they had a bunch of kids that
Oh yeah, and I
then-
remember she mentioned
yeah,
even the underwear.
even her underwear got taken away. So
And then Dylan made a golden comment. He said, "So the
The
nuns stole your underwear." Remember that, Dylan? I have that one clipped.
that one was
that's
too.
savage.
That
We
was
laughed
really
so
good.
good that episode.
But that's truly stories. We heard so many crazy. Do you guys remember any other like
Yes.
those crazy
I
stories?
think a few other crazy stories were of Dylan and all his adventures in Namibia. Didn't you? How many times have you been to Namibia?
Oh my gosh.
Was it just one time that you've been there?
I've been there like 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, so Dylan has a handful of stories. I didn't think we got close to hearing everything that he mentioned. But my most favorite one, the two of them actually, they're my top two, where Dylan got lost in the desert.
Yeah.
I think as a leader, if you've ever led a team on
Yeah.
outreach, you know how, and especially if you're on your own, you just need a break. And
Yeah.
I think Dylan was at this point where he walked out in the desert for a few kilometers and was kind of lost on his way back.
So if you wanna hear those stories again, we're not gonna retell all of them because we want you guys to watch. So you go back to our playlist and you watch episode 1, the missionary life.
Can
And-
I tell you original, just a quick short funny story?
Of course.
So we were also, of course, Namibia, and we were at this youth event, and there was someone at the youth event that all of a sudden was having like a demonic experience, like one of the locals, and one of my students like ran up to me, and he was so scared, he didn't know what to do, and he was like, and he said it like this, effort, like. If he was like, if it's an effing demon, what do I do? It's an effing. Like it was a grown guy. He was like in his 30s, like his late 30s, and he was just like, where he's from, like there's not really like on the everyday like you see like demons and stuff manifest. It's not like yeah like that active. Yeah, so he was just like I couldn't like I had to hold my laugh in. But it was just like so funny. Like we're in the middle of this like Christian like camp, and this guy runs up to me. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh man, it's too good.
I think we lost
We lost
Dylan.
Dylan.
He'll be back.
He's frozen.
But I think one more to mention. It's my second one. It's the fact that Berger mentioned it here in the comments. Me and Dylan ate dog in Namibia, and Mark mentioned dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
they actually did eat dog, Mark.
But it's a funny story because they were working. They were doing some hard labor in Namibia, and often the food isn't as great, as rewarding as the effort that you put out. And so they were really hungry, and they were sitting down, and they finally had. I think, you correct me if I'm wrong. It was like beans and some sort of meat. And Dylan was like, this meat was reddish. And then they're sitting outside this hut eating the food, and he asked the little boy that was next to him, like, what is this? And the boy didn't reply back in words, but pointed at the dog.
Oh my god.
That's what you'll eat. And
And Dylan was like, yeah, just kept eating.
I'm hungry. I might just do it.
All the hard work.
One episode that we have like most views. It's one that we did episode 6. We did Let's Talk YWAM when we spoke a little bit about the YWAM world.
yeah.
And it's actually like there's a lot of people watching it afterwards.
That's cool.
Because they want to know what
Yeah.
YWAM is about and all of that. And I remember that we say a lot of stuff in there, that usually you only say in personal conversations, but we actually put it on a podcast.
Of course you did.
So I enjoyed that episode because I think it's useful for people that don't know YWAM
Yeah.
at all, and they want to hear it in a cool way, how things work in schools, and we talk about DTS in there. So it's very like educating in a sense. And
So-
we talk about the Bible XBCC,
XBCC.
the Bible core course. I think I enjoyed that. I think that was
Yeah.
public service.
Yeah.
Service.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
know,
true.
it was
Definitely.
like
I can see that in the future because it's a very popular search result when it comes to if you're searching up YWAM. You want
Yeah.
to find out what's going on.
When you go to
Exactly.
YouTube, you see like people sharing their daily life in
Yeah.
DTS, but never
Day
in
in
the
the life.
format that we did on the podcast.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
So maybe even if you're watching this and you want to, and you know someone that wants to join YWAM somehow, you can recommend this episode
Yeah,
to them. It's
share
episode
it.
6 on our playlist. Let's Talk YWAM. There's a whole bunch of information about YWAM in there.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
So
really
it's
very
true.
really cool.
informative.
Dylan's back.
And just like Sam said, very informative, and it's like relaxed. We're not trying to portray anything super perfect. It's like you're gonna see what is real there.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
really
true.
raw. I was a
Yeah.
little afraid that we were too raw, but because you want to put a little bit of a mask. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good podcast. Yeah.
But it was really cool. All right. So we also spoke a little bit here about the 2 episodes when we had the daughter and then the other one we had the father
The
coming.
father.
So the themes were all different. So the first one we talked about the generations on the internet.
Yes.
So it was pretty fun because we had from old people to very young people, representing everybody and how they behave on the internet. It was very informative, was curious, and like in the culture episode, we got stuck in food. On that episode, we got stuck in cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
And we
so
had
true.
like a whole almost an hour talking cartoons. Were you here too, Dylan, on that one with
I wa-
Lydia?
Yes.
Yes, I was.
I remember.
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, and then we had Lydia. She was so sweet here in the episode with us,
Yeah.
and
She
yeah.
brought the younger version of this, like we had people saying that they use the phone to like Junior and I, we had to use the phone to connect to the internet.
The landline, yeah.
The landline, and you had to hear the and Lydia was like, "What is that? What's going on here?" Or that TVs now they don't come with like the huge box
The back.
in the
Behind
back,
it.
and now it's all flat. So Lydia was very like eye opening. This new generation, it's facing some different type of technology. You know.
Yeah, when she also I liked really her reactions, like it was pretty cool when
Yeah.
so even before we started the episode, when we were discussing the points here, sometimes we would mention something and she was like, never heard of that. So good.
Never.
And even the question like, when did you remember first using internet? And she was like, I don't remember. Like
It's not a.
Just grew in
I
it.
was born, it was there.
I was born exactly.
So I really want to have Lydia back
Yeah.
with
I
us
know.
in another episode.
Definitely.
Yeah,
She
in the
was the
future we
cutest.
can call her back, and
Yes.
it was really good. I think she got a talent for it. She speaks really
course.
well, and it's really
true.
cool.
That's true.
And yeah, so any other thing, Cabello? I remember you mentioned something on that episode.
I wouldn't even remember specifically which one because it's like a lot of things there. Oh yeah, there's part where Dylan actually he goes deep into this one. He's like not cracking jokes or anything, He's talking
What was
about
this?
this the same generation on the internet. He's talking
Okay.
about how having this life portrayed on social media and then you have your own real life and they're kind of contradicting. You would really like for your social media life to be your real life, but it ain't working as much as you wanted. And then
Yeah.
you kind of look at your timeline and all the things that you posted and you're like, yeah, you see what people are seeing, but it's not happening. So
Yeah,
I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how that's tied with like how people receive that information.
Yeah.
You kind of feel frustrated because my life is not portraying like, is your Instagram is all happy, and why is my life not like that? Why am I having those like difficult moments as well? I also want to just Junior even mentioned like my family, we travel and our Instagram we have like nice pictures and people are thinking that you
Yeah.
guys are like
He said that.
super happy
every day
and-
you're doing.
Yeah,
Always
every-
on the go.
Amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you go look at the dates, it's like 1 year, 2 years later.
It's almost once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my feed's super slow. Super slow. But obviously I'm only gonna post there things that I think are
It's
Yeah.
a thing
worth
now,
it,
huh?
No,
It's a-
Instagram, I think it has always been like that.
Yeah,
I don't really have a problem with that because I don't post daily pictures anywhere.
No,
So
but
it's
like
not, you know,
before, like you post not only you, but people post more on their feed, and now it's like daily on his stories.
yeah.
But
yeah.
stories expire. But the
Yeah.
feed, it's there. And you're
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's
So
there.
in the feed, you want to put something that's really
Yeah.
cool,
You want to have that.
But
Something that's gonna stay there for eternity.
something that people look and say, give me likes for that.
Do you recall
Watch
also?
Black Mirror, guys. If you want to see the whole thing of likes, there's one episode
Yo,
of
Black
Black Mirror.
Mirror's the best. Division.
Black Mirror
Oh,
that
yeah. I
talk
think
about
is it the
likes.
first episode?
I don't remember which
The
one,
first
but it's
episode
really
is
good.
the pig one.
Oh
Okay,
no,
no, don't watch
that
No,
one was
don't watch the
shocking.
first.
Don't watch that
Don't
one.
watch the first season.
Don't
watch
go
the
on that
second
one.
Go,
Yeah,
go, go.
but the likes one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see
That-
there's the movie also that never ends?
Yes, the Snatch band, Snatch. What is
Yeah.
the name? It's kind of you
It's
can
a movie
guys.
that
This
never
is
ends.
awesome. So you go watch this episode, and then you can decide what happens. Like the screen just show you like two answers, and then you have to click
It's
in like 10
interactive,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, and you click, and then it goes to one place, and then oh my gosh, it's so good, and it feels like you're going crazy, but it's so good.
That's cool.
Oh, guys, Dylan is in the limbo.
No.
Oh, his connection is behaving weird, so he's off for now. But as
But
soon
I
as
love you all.
he will come
We
back.
love you too, Delano.
So, and then right in the coming week, we had Douglas with us.
Yes,
Douglas for the Brazilians, Douglas for the
Douglas.
I think that was my
English-speaking
favorite episode.
Ooh.
I think
Pop
so. I'm
culture.
thinking about it, and I'm thinking about it, and I think it is
I
my
think it
favorite
was
entire.
That was
Ooh.
definitely a very good episode.
See, I told you
agree.
you're a deep person. Like that episode, Joe just went to like deep.
So Cabello, so you could tell us that even though we make jokes and we laugh and all of that, you did learn some stuff
Definitely
in this podcast, right?
a lot.
And that pop culture episode was good for you?
Ooh, it was.
Tell me
it was good.
what was the best things that you.
First and foremost, the influence of church to the world and the influence of the world to the church. That was beautiful in terms of us looking into how one is feeding the other or how one is resisting the other. It was definitely beautiful. I remember how Douglas also said, if it was Douglas, so it could have been anybody else, who says the way the church has influenced the world is where the world gets ethics from. Do you understand? It's all from these values, and they're Christian-based values, and then take them out into the workplace and everything. They're saying work ethic, which basically means be trustworthy in your position. That in itself is beautiful. Talking about the institutions, how the church used to be so helpful to the communities, the universities that have been built have been built by Christians and everything like that. That entire history is beautiful. I remember Samuel had so much information on that, on this institution is built in this age by this particular Christian. That in itself is beautiful. I didn't know all of that, and I think I should go
Kuiper,
and
yeah.
relearn all of that again. Yes, and oh my goodness, how how the church today, young people are sort of developing a hunger to go back to the
Yes.
traditional church
Oh, that
where
was-
you get intimate into
That was
it.
That was
beautiful.
dope,
That's
yeah.
true. That was
Yeah.
a very, very cool part.
Yeah.
Because I'm a part of that young.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. And I also had to speak about my traditional church because now being in YWAM, I get to say I have experiences of both. And it was so beautiful. I was watching myself and I couldn't believe what I was saying. And I was like, back at home, traditional church, the pastor's preaching, you have to repent of your sins, go back to the altar. Next week's almost the same thing. You need to go back to the altar, repent of your same sins. And I came here and then it was totally different. Here, you have time to process what has been taught to you and you still have conviction. It's handled in a different way. And it's like, man, if these worlds could just meet somewhere and have that wonderful balance, it would. Because I have a lot of fun here,
Yeah.
but I also get intimate. And back at home, it's almost always intimate.
Oh, okay. And
Okay,
that balance is good.
I want to suggest something for you guys, for the both of you, because you were like very interested in this. More than TikTok, okay? More than TikTok, so
More
you know
than-
how it is important for
We
me.
go
Bro.
beyond.
It's
Okay.
serious.
Liz getting deep here, guys.
So there is this guy. He's a theologian. His name is Brad Jersek, and any podcast that you just like throw there, just throw in the podcast app. Brad Jersek. I can even give you the name. I can type here
Please
so we
do,
can
yeah.
see. And also, no, just start with Brad Jersek, and then after you watch or hear, if you are interested, then I can give you a second name. But this guy, the way
First, you
that
take the
Right,
small dose,
yeah.
and then she'll
And
give
then
you
she'll
the
give
big
you
dose
the-
later.
She's bigger
The bigger
doses.
pills.
oh,
Thanks.
Brian is even
Talk-
typing here. Jersek
Hey.
is the man. And Burger, stop attacking me, okay? Just go do your thing.
Talk to my wife about theology. She is all into that. right
Oh,
now.
yes. I'm looking
Okay, so
forward
his
to
name
the-
is Brad Jersek, and he speak a lot about this type of church that we grew up, our generation grew up. That for you to actually accept God, you kind of you have to do this. You have to accept, otherwise you go to eternal damnation, which is hell, and how the fear of that actually is impacting our lives and seeing God in a different way that
Yeah.
we shouldn't see. So let's just,
Wow,
it's really, 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 really good.
that's cool to hear.
Mm. Can I make some merch here?
Yeah.
You guys see there on the comment that Liz is wearing a beautiful shirt. That's a YWAM Booster Go shirt.
I have it on.
If you want to purchase that
have it
shirt,
on
you can
here.
contact us and get it. Oh, Danny is wearing it right there. That's our Go
Hey.
shirt.
It's dark there,
why
but
I'm
it's a
Booster.
good shirt.
Yes, you should get yours.
That's true. That
Some
was
by
great
our
photos
office.
there.
I love this picture. That's why I post in all my social. It's in my TikTok profiles.
Yeah, Mark
We
16,
we will
15.
find a way to send one to you if you want it. So it's
We-
beautiful.
We
Look
sell
at
on
that shirt.
Takealot.
We have black, we have white, and we have gray. The
Yes,
three
right,
colors.
yes.
Get the white. Get the white.
I got mine.
So here is one really highlight that we had on that episode that talks about pop culture. It's when Sam makes a comment.
Oh yes.
Alana mentioned
Yeah.
it.
We actually we were talking about how the church is always
20
about
years
20
behind.
years behind what is going on in the world. So like when now our churches are black and they have nice lights and the pastors are using skinny jeans and the world has moved out of that. They want now traditional churches with
Yeah.
traditional everything, and the church is now really cool. So we're always behind. And then Sam comes and he cracks this one that he says that now with this whole Zoom movement that we can only meet through Zoom, the church has finally caught up
Yeah.
with the world.
Was,
With the
So
rest
there's
of the
no
world.
gap anymore.
do you see what Liz is doing right now? She's like keeping her hands warm. I'm telling you, she took her hands out and she clapped for that one. Watch it again.
Please,
that one
yeah,
was the
go
best.
watch that one. It's
That
on.
was the best.
That's,
To be-
that's episode 5. That's like really the hype of the episode.
Yeah. Yo, we all laughed so hard.
'Cause you got us, like everybody was like, actually true.
That was Holy Spirit timing. Honestly, I think I thought of that joke like 2 minutes before I actually said it, and I was like jumping up in my seat to say it. And when I got that quiet moment, I was like, "But
Yeah.
That's what I
That's
call
That's too good.
timing. Oh,
Yeah.
Clarissa is saying that it's only 130 per shirt.
Hey,
Clarissa.
Advertisement.
get it with
Yes.
at the office
Yeah, with her.
with her.
Yeah,
Leave
it's
it
so
to-
good.
Delivery is not free.
You have
But
to
she
stand.
will walk
You
to
have to
your
stand
house.
in the queue and sanitize your hands.
So in the episode about pop culture, we also spoke a little bit about how universities, most of the universities are the first ones that
Sure.
were started by the church, by Christians, missionaries, most of the time, and how that has changed throughout the years, but how it
Yeah.
has strongly influenced, education.
Yeah.
So that's one way that church modeled, society was through education. And I found that really interesting, to discuss and to hear Douglas and his insight of
Sure.
that.
Mm.
But you know what? One thing, guys, that I think why that episode, pop culture, was my favorite. It's because I had to study so much.
Hey. You applied yourself.
I was freaking out. Actually, when we thought of calling Douglas,
Yeah.
I told him the theme. He was like, "Are you guys sure?"
Because the weight it felt like it was all on him, right? For him,
Yeah, he
You
was
did
like,
very
and then I
good.
was like, Douglas, relax. We're not gonna defend, any thesis. We're not gonna
Yeah.
argue. Or,
Light
yeah.
conversation.
no, it's light conversation. We're just gonna talk about our perceptions and your personal knowledge. I was like, personal knowledge.
Yeah.
I spent the whole weekend studying
You
pop
did very
culture.
good. Yo, you did
You
very
really
good.
did.
No, you
Yeah.
did.
But it was an amazing episode.
Yeah.
I was like, just to see the reactions, even here, like Cabello was saying how much he learned on that episode, and I found it so interesting,
Yeah.
man. And then we had humor in the episode, Sam cracking jokes. It was perfect episode.
It
So
was really nice.
I wanna put it here, guys. My favorite by far, it's pop culture episode.
here.
That's
Look
episode
at this guy as well.
episode 5. Go and watch it.
I think it's one of our episodes that would definitely bear the most fruit. I think if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's really good. All right. Daniel, you're so quiet, my bro. Are you tired?
Tired.
Dennis is studying
he
a
knows
lot.
the weight now of being here. Huh? Huh?
Wait, I figured I'm studying, guys.
Danny,
Holy Spirit
Danny,
energy.
come close to your mic and tell us what was your journey with this podcast
See,
since
guys,
we started.
I was
Your levels.
there behind the screens. I was in the chats, guys, there next to Junior. And then that one time when no girls came, I made my appearance right next to Junior on that seat.
No, wait. Before that, you were the sign guy.
Oh yeah, I had
Oh,
the
yes.
sign on Instagram, guys. The sign guy that we're live on YouTube now. And then yeah, so it's like now I'm here, which is first class now. So if I there when I was in the comments, it's economy, you got business class there, and then you have first class. I'm just waiting for the food and the wine and the community to come this way, but yeah.
You had to make your way to here
Man,
to the
it starts. You guys have to start somewhere.
It's a
guys.
humble build up.
Dylan said here, Daniel knows now how it feels to carry a show because you've been through all the stages.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome, Daniel. You are so welcome.
This time I'm listening to you guys delayed. You know, like on the thing, like you hear the
Oh
thing,
yeah,
and then like if Samuel's laughing on the stage, then I only get it later. Oh, I got it.
it's true. Sometimes he would be sitting here, and then like 30 seconds after, then he starts laughing. I'm like, why is Danny laughing? And I forget that because he's monitoring our audio, so he gets it late.
But it
Aw,
it
thank
definitely
you.
is a classic promotion because he started off with a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing real work behind the
Yeah.
scenes, guys. He
Yes.
was monitoring our
Yes.
audio, and
Oh, by the way,
it takes quite a bit. To
he
get
was
this.
ready to delete your comments should you ever say
Yes.
anything wrong.
anything. He would
The
do.
moderator. Danny was our
Yeah.
moderator in there.
Ah.
And now he's doing nothing. He's just chilling here. So he's the boss now.
No, like
Nice.
you know, like I'm like now, and then my fingers are so still now. So I'm like, oh,
Used to typing.
I'm typing now.
So that's a highlight there. The progression of Daniel's.
So overall, I think we had fun, eh? It was
Yo,
It's beautiful.
It was really nice.
Definitely.
it was really good. All the 11 episodes. 11 minus 1.
I loved it. I had to personally thank you, Junior, because I don't know if you guys know, but Junior brought this idea to Sam and Dylan and I, and it was like so cool to be part of it. And it was a moment where we were like so fed up of being locked down. You know, we couldn't go out, so I was like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah.
And it started with something that I thought for myself, I thought it was going to be fun. But then it ended up being more than that, like very educational and deep, just like you shared in the podcast. So it's nice, Junior. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Ah, guys,
Big ups.
it's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
pleasure.
Big ups.
Yeah.
Guys, I remember
Thank you guys for
when,
joining.
when Junior said, "Guys, we're gonna build a podcast studio, guys."
Yeah.
Look at this.
And
This is
Simon,
awesome.
and Simon and I were here with Junior, trying to figure out how this thing works.
Yeah.
Passing tables around.
It took us a while to get to this setup like we are now.
Yes,
Right
yes.
now we are like on, you switch everything on, go live. It's
Yeah.
on.
It's beautiful.
It's set up
But
for this. Yeah.
First weeks it was
Yeah.
tough.
It
No,
was.
I remember the table struggle we had up there where the sound booth is.
Yeah.
Man, we can't get the plugs out.
Guys,
So
if you
much
see the
challenge.
environment here, I'm gonna post in my stories
The
to
progression of the environment as well.
just
It's
so
definitely-
you to see like how it's set up here. It's like professional stuff. So thank you very much for everybody that was helping with that.
We work
Fresh.
with what we can, right?
Yeah.
We say we fake it until you make it.
Until you make it. See those like we glue every single one of those fireflies here in the back. That was a lot of work.
We had to go out, catch them,
Yeah,
point their butts out.
exactly.
So shame.
That's good.
Yep.
So overall, we had a really cool
Okay,
ride.
yes.
Why am I saying that? Because this is our season finale.
Ding, ding,
This
ding,
is our
ding.
last episode of this season. This is season 1 of the episode, and episode 11 minus 1, officially 10. And we really enjoyed it,
Yes.
and we will come back.
Yes.
The date is should be announced for season 2, but for now we're gonna take a little pause, and we're gonna study. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna
Revamp.
change some things, revamp, and then when we're ready, we're gonna come back with more podcasts for a season
Sorry,
2.
Bianca. Sorry, B.
Binks. Aww. I know,
Bianca,
Binks.
we need a little bit of rest from
From what? She's
From this
probably thinking
planning.
From what?
she's like, from what? Rest from what? But it's
Aw.
but I think it will be for good.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we can for the good.
Yes.
Because then we can not for good. For the good.
For the
For the
yes.
the better.
For your good.
For the best.
all,
My English is gone.
all good seasons come to an end.
Hey.
But
Exactly.
then they
you
come
know,
back even better in season 2.
exactly. It's good then when you have that expectation, you know, what's gonna, so we're gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger.
Mm.
You know,
Yes.
here that you're gonna wait for season 2, and it's gonna come soon. All right.
Mhm.
So, but before we end, I wanna make a promise here live, that next
gonna be
week
eternal?
I'm gonna make it a promise, because then I have to do it. So next week at the same time that our podcast goes live, we're gonna premiere a video, and that's gonna be a video highlight of everything that we talked in this episode. We're gonna have those things for you guys. We're gonna have those in video for you guys with shortcuts. So you guys can watch it and enjoy it and laugh again. All right. So that's gonna be next week, same time, 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So that's an extra. It's a bonus of this season. And yes, you can give suggestions. Lorena is asking here, can we give suggestions? Yes, please. Guys, give us suggestions.
Yeah.
We're gonna go around. Maybe you guys can type your Instagram profile there on the chat, everybody. So YWAM Booster is at YWAM Booster in all social media. So you can go inbox us if you have suggestions of themes that you want us to
Yeah.
talk, or you can write on our personal ones. Mine is at Junior Rodriguez.
Guys, it's incredible, this journey of the first season, because we could really feel like the love in the comments, how you guys were involved and really like sharing even like deep stories and honest, raw stories from your own life and from other people's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could feel the love and the support, and that's major for us. We couldn't have done without you guys as well. So that's
It's
huge
true.
shout out.
Yeah, we wouldn't have done it if it wasn't you guys.
Yeah.
And we really we want this to grow.
Yeah.
We want more people to watch it because we know it's fun, it's good, and it's when something is good, you want to recommend it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we hope that in the future, in maybe season 2, we can expand, and have these episodes on audio, also on Spotify and all the podcast platforms for you guys. So we are thinking in expanding and all, but we need a pause to plan and then come
Recharge.
back.
Yeah.
Recharge. Yes,
Again,
that's
better.
the word. Recharge. So that's it, right?
That's it.
Next week,
But
please
goodbye
do
for
come
now.
through. Yeah, come through
Yeah,
next week.
just the thought that the fact that the podcast happened throughout the lockdown phases in South
Yes.
Africa is one thing I can definitely say. In a few years, I'm gonna look back at this and be like,
Yes.
we were going through this at that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Like,
was so
this was
cool.
happening. Like,
Yeah.
coronavirus,
there for posterity.
pandemic. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like things happen, and I don't know. My mom mentioned that in Brazil, the previous virus that had gone as big as, or not even as big as Corona, she doesn't even remember it, and she was in the heat of it.
Imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like this is gonna
Imagine
pass.
that we're gonna forget about all this crazy.
Exactly.
thing.
Like to think that we
Can
forgot we forgot about level 5 where we couldn't leave our houses.
I always think of the babies that are being born now, like like when they grow up. Oh, when were you born? 2020. Oh, the Corona year.
man.
You're a Corona
Did
baby.
you hear what people are naming their kids now? Like Corona and what is the other
Lockdown.
I used-
lockdown?
Really?
Yeah.
Sanitize.
Wear a mask.
Sonny, come home. What's
Somebody-
their full name?
Twins will be
Sanitize.
social and distance.
So sure.
Somebody said after this corona, we deserve to be included in the Bible because we've seen things.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
We've seen things. It's a plague.
Yeah.
We've seen it and survived
A
it.
pandemic makes a whole
Yeah.
lot of sense for
A
me
Bible
now
that has
hear
to be
that
written
word.
in 2020.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
You cannot go by beyond it.
After Revelations.
Pandemic, verse 1.
It's gonna start with many, many years later.
So when you study Acts, we learn that the book of Acts is not finished yet. So maybe we
Exactly.
can include this part.
That's right. And that's that because you did XBCC, which is going to start in September here. in
And
our
I
States.
want to end with that. I actually prepared the banner just of something that I really want to recommend to you guys. That's the last thing we're doing, and we end in this.
Bible
Now in August, 14th of August, correct?
No, 10.
10th of August, we have a Bible Blend online seminar starting. Guys, this is a taste of what a Bible core course is. And it's going to be run by 3 amazing women,
Super amazing.
ladies that they're amazing. They're amazing teachers, and they will be guiding you guys through. It's super cheap. It's actually just symbolic. It's 50 rand.
Yo.
That's basically nothing.
The price of a bread.
Fish and chips. So you go and you sign up on this link that I'm putting right there, and then you can participate. It's only a week, and it's gonna be amazing. Bible Blend online seminar.
Let's go.
The link for that, it's there on your screen, or you can go on Instagram and sign up there. and participate on these, guys. Bible Blend is gonna be amazing,
Yes.
and we want everybody participating and enjoying that with us. All right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
Danny's
Danny's
doing
doing
it.
it.
Up already.
Awesome,
I will
Danny.
definitely be doing it as well. And yeah, we have some to speak on the teachers. We have some really ladies that are passionate for the Lord. Like,
Yeah.
I'm every time I hear them speak, I
One of
never
them is-
miss a word. I always take my notes. And so
That's true.
definitely, if you have the ability, if you're not working, and if it's cheap, but it's good quality.
And
Yeah,
one
that's
of,
true.
one of the ladies is Junior's wife. So if you want to hear more
Ooh.
roasts,
Yes.
you can go on there. The Bible.
Because Junior was in the Bible of 2020.
All right, you guys want to say your last goodbyes in there, and we're ending.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
All
Thank
right,
you so much.
goodbye.
Check out Tuesday,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Episode.
The highlights.
God bless you
Summary.
and keep you, make his face shine upon you.
Amen.
And be gracious to you.
Amen. Oh,
Amen.
look at this
Amen.
deep guy. Don't forget Brad Juraseka.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Don't forget to wear
the
your
name is here
masks.
now.
Social distance. Hand sanitizer.
Oh, it's the end.
It's the end.
It's
of
the
world.
end
Guys,
of the road as we
congratulations.
know it.